Number 5. HD 106906b, the distant monster. So it makes sense that the further away a planet is from its parent star, the more cold, lonely, and desolate that planet would seem. Supermonster planet HD is 11 times bigger than Jupiter. It also has a very unique orbit, which actually causes scientists to question their understanding of how planets are formed. Let's consider something more familiar, like Neptune. At a distance of 30 astronomical units, or AU, Neptune, this incredibly lonely planet, is the most distant from the Sun in our solar system. In comparison, HD's distance from its parent star is 650 AU, so far from its parent that, in comparison, Neptune and the Sun could reach out and hug each other. Because of its enormous distance from its parent star, astronomers struggle even to explain its existence, and it has caused many discrepancies in planetary formation theories. Number 4. Uranus is stormy. Astronomers have been befuddled by the second furthest family member of our solar system. Typically, Uranus would be described as frigidly calm, but due to unknown circumstances, it's currently inundated with raging storms. Scientists theorize that when the planet was halfway through with its 82-year orbit, known as the equinox, it was at its closest position to the Sun, which unleashed its full solar fury on the equator. These powerful uranium storms were supposed to let up as Uranus continued to travel around the Sun. This hasn't happened, and scientists aren't sure why. Number 3. UV underproduction. If there's one thing that mankind has noticed about the universe overall, it's a tendency to find balances occurring throughout the cosmos. One balance that has been observed is that between hydrogen and ultraviolet light. The two generally exist in well-defined proportions. There are two known ways that UV radiation is produced: giant black holes and unstable young stars. The problem is that there's actually more radiation than could have been produced by those two things, and astronomers have no idea why. They admit, quote, "At least one thing we thought we knew about the present-day universe isn't true." They thought they had a pretty good handle on the UV-hydrogen balance, but just like many good scientists in the past, they're now forced to go back to the drawing board. Number 2. KIC 2856960, the Triple Star System. Hunting for new planets is nothing out of the ordinary for the Kepler Space Observatory. Several years ago, they discovered KIC 2856960, 3 gravitationally bound stars, 2 dwarf stars which have a third orbiting them. While that may sound out of the ordinary for the layperson, to these astronomers, it was just a run-of-the-mill triplet. Here's where science nerds get turned on. The binary dwarfs cross each other every 6 hours, so Kepler was able to observe 4 daily dips in the light curve. Also, every 204 days, the third star would be eclipsed, so there was another slight decline in the observed light. Because of these things, astronomers now have more questions than answers. Number 1. The entire structure of the universe. Dark matter was introduced earlier in this video. There's also another force known as dark energy, which isn't really related to dark matter, and to be honest, generally speaking, astronomers call something dark when they really don't know what the heck it is. Let's just say that dark energy is supposedly the force that's making the universe expand. Theoretically, something like gravity. Scientists constantly perform experiments and take measurements, and they can confirm that the universe is expanding all the time, and is actually now expanding faster than it used to. They have made several important discoveries, some of which are mind-boggling. For example, looking into the early universe, every point is apparently the same temperature, despite the fact that they are causally disconnected. If that didn't make any sense to you, you're not alone. And that's why the universe is such a mysterious place.